Sir Keir Starmer has been warned his controversial digital ID plans could see elderly people shut out of key services. More than 2 million people aged 65 or older do not use the internet, studies suggest, with some voicing concerns over what the proposals could mean for them. The Prime Minister announced the plans on Friday, calling it an enormous opportunity that will make it tougher for people to work illegally, as Labour hopes it will support efforts to reduce illegal migration. The government confirmed it will bring in mandatory digital IDs for UK citizens and legal residents to prove their right to work by the end of this Parliament. However, there has been strong criticism from political opponents, and advocates for over 65s have warned it could marginalise older people who do not use the internet. It is hoped the cards will make it easier for people to access government services. However, the charity director at Age UK voiced concerns the elderly could be excluded. Caroline Abrahams told The Telegraph, "There is a responsibility on decision-makers to ensure that everyone benefits from the advance of technology, whether they are digital natives or not. This means developing so-called assisted digital approaches too. The sprint towards digital by default is chaotic, unfair and inefficient, and it's only with government leadership that we've any chance of getting the best from it and sharply reducing the numbers who feel totally excluded, among them millions of older people. If digital ID cards are coming, this really must change." Former Director General of Border Force, Tony Smith, who led the development of biometric permits under Sir Tony Blair, also expressed concerns about how this could affect the elderly. "There will be a cohort of people saying they cannot do this or won't do this," he told The Telegraph. The government will have to figure out how they manage this cohort. That's going to have to be a carrot rather than stick approach. Reports suggest those who do not want to carry a digital ID card or do not operate digitally could be given a physical card instead. The Conservatives, Reform UK and Liberal Democrats have all criticised the planned scheme. Writing in the Daily Express, Reform leader Nigel Farage said, "The Labour government's plan to impose digital ID cards on all adults will do nothing to combat illegal immigration. But it will give the state more power to control the British people." A petition calling for the government not to introduce the ID cards has received more than 1.5 million signatures. "We think this would be a step towards mass surveillance and digital control, and that no one should be forced to register with a state-controlled ID system," the petition states. Darren Jones, who is leading the policy as Chief Secretary to the PM, suggested digital ID cards could have wider uses in the future. People will not be required to carry the ID, which will be held on smartphones, or asked to produce it.